Stop, pay attention. The next 8 minutes will change your life. What if I told you that just 1% improvement every day could make you 37 times better in a year? Sounds crazy, right?
But here's the deal.
You probably improved 1% on Netflix binging and doom scrolling last year, so don't even act like small habits don't work. Today, we're breaking down Atomic Habits with 8 powerful lessons to upgrade your life.
And trust me,
If you don't pay attention, you might be stuck in the same bad habits forever, or worse. Become that guy who says New Year, New Me every January and then ghosts the gym by February. Stay till the end because lesson number 7 is so good, even your future self will thank you. Lesson 1, small changes equals big results.
All right.
Let's start with the first, and probably the most underrated lesson. Small habits, over time, create massive results. See, we all love big, dramatic transformations. We want six-pack abs in a week, to master a new skill overnight, and to be rich by the weekend. But here's the harsh truth. It's the small, unsexy, daily improvements that actually lead to success. James Clear explains this with something called
the compound effect.
basically the stock market of self-improvement. If you get 1% better every day, you'll be 37 times better in a year. But if you decline by 1% daily, you'll basically turn into a couch potato version of yourself.
It's like watching your bank account slowly drain because of all those tiny, just one more coffee purchases. Except instead of money, it's your potential going down the drain.
Action step. So, instead of promising yourself that you'll run 5 miles tomorrow, just put on your running shoes. Instead of planning to read a whole book, start with 1 page. The trick is to make the habit so small that your brain can't say no. The smaller the start, the bigger the momentum. Lesson 2. Identity shapes your habits. Okay, let's get real. How many times have you set a goal like, I want to lose weight, or I want to be more productive, and then 3 days later, you're back on your couch, binge watching Breaking Bad for the 3rd time?
Yeah, been there.
The problem? You're focusing on the outcome, not the identity. James Clear says real change happens when you shift your mindset from, I want to do this, to, I am this person. Instead of saying, I want to be fit, tell yourself,
I am a fit person who works out daily.
instead of, I want to be a writer, say,
I am a writer.
think about it. If you see yourself as a fit person, skipping the gym feels wrong. If you see yourself as a writer, skipping a writing session feels like
The betrayal of who you are.
It's all about making your actions match your identity. Action step. Instead of saying, I want to start reading more, say, I am a reader. Then prove it by reading even 1 paragraph today. Lesson 3. The 4 laws of behavior change. Ever wonder why you can't resist checking your phone every 5 seconds, but somehow forget to drink water all day? That's because every habit follows 4 steps. Cue, craving, response, and reward. And if you want to hack your habits, you need to follow these 4 laws. Make it obvious. Keep your gym shoes where you can
See them.
Want to eat healthy? Stop stocking your fridge like it's a
Fast food drive-through.
Make it attractive. Pair habits with something fun. Example, only watch Netflix while on the treadmill. Make it easy. Want to journal? Start with 1 sentence. Make it satisfying. Track progress. Give yourself gold stars. Go full kindergarten mode if needed. If you apply these 4 rules, you'll make good habits automatic and bad habits impossible to ignore. Action step. Want to read more? Keep your book next to your pillow so it's the last thing you see before bed. Your phone gets the same treatment but in another room. Lesson 4. Your environment controls you. We like to believe we make conscious choices,
But the truth is,
our environment influences us far more than we realize. Ever wonder why you magically find yourself at Taco Bell at 1 a.m., even though you swore you'd eat clean? It's not because you lack self-control. It's because your surroundings make certain behaviors easier and more tempting. If junk food is within arm's reach, you'll eat it. If your phone is sitting on your nightstand, you'll scroll through social media until your sleep schedule is ruined. Willpower alone isn't enough. Your environment needs to work for you,
Not against you.
the good news? You can hack your surroundings to make good habits effortless and bad habits inconvenient. Want to eat healthier? Keep fruits and veggies visible and hide the chips on the highest shelf. Need to stop mindlessly scrolling? Place your phone in another room while you work. Or, better yet,
Give it to your mom.
she'll hide it in a place so mysterious.
You'll start questioning reality before you ever find it again.
By designing your space with intention, you remove friction from good habits and make bad habits harder to repeat. Lesson 5. The 2-minute rule. Starting a new habit often feels overwhelming because we imagine the entire process rather than just the first step. That's where the 2-minute rule comes in. Shrink the habit down so much that it takes less than 2 minutes to begin. Instead of aiming to read for an hour, commit to reading just one sentence. Instead of planning a full workout, simply put on your gym clothes.
The key is to eliminate resistance
And make the habit so easy that your brain doesn't have an excuse to skip it. Once you start, momentum kicks in, and chances are you'll keep going. Think about it. When was the last time you put on workout clothes and then decided,
Nah, never mind.
Probably never. That's because getting started is the hardest part, and once you do, the rest feels natural. The 2-minute rule works because it bypasses procrastination by making the first step effortless. Want to build a habit? Make the entry point ridiculously easy. Trick your lazy brain into action, and before you know it, you'll have completed the habit without even thinking about it. Lesson 6. Habit stacking. A new habit is much easier when you attach it
To something you already do every day.
This technique, called habit stacking, helps integrate new behaviors seamlessly into your routine. Instead of trying to remember to read more, link it to your morning coffee. After I make coffee, I will read 1 page. Want to build a flossing habit? Tie it to brushing your teeth. After I brush my teeth, I will floss 1 tooth. Since your brain is already wired to do the first habit automatically, adding a second one makes it much easier to remember and follow through. But be careful what you stack. If you tell yourself,
After I check Instagram, I'll do 10 push-ups.
you'll probably end up scrolling for 3 hours instead. The trick is to attach your new habit to something stable and consistent in your routine, like meals, morning routines, or bedtime rituals. The more natural the connection, the easier it is to maintain. Before you know it, these small actions will compound into powerful daily habits without you even thinking about them. Lesson 7. Never miss twice. Nobody is perfect, and missing a day of your habit is inevitable. Life happens. Maybe you overslept, got caught up with work, or just didn't feel like it. One missed day won't ruin your progress, but 2 in a row? That's the beginning of a new bad habit. Skipping a workout once is fine, but if you skip it twice, it becomes easier to justify skipping it a 3rd time. And before you know it,
You're back to square one.
this is why James Clear emphasizes
The never miss twice rule.
your goal isn't perfection, it's consistency.
The trick is to always show up, even if it's just for 2 minutes. If you miss a workout, do a few jumping jacks the next day. Forgot to read? Read just 1 sentence. The goal is to maintain the habit, even at the smallest level, so your brain still recognizes it as part of your routine.
Excuses will always be there, but if you commit to never missing twice, you'll build the kind of resilience that keeps your habits alive, no matter how hectic life gets. Action step. If you miss a habit today, do it tomorrow, even if it's just for 2 minutes. No excuses. Lesson 8. Focus on systems, not goals. Goals give you direction, but systems create results. The problem with goals is that they focus on the outcome, while systems focus on the process, and the process is what actually leads to success. Saying,
I want to lose 20 pounds.
sounds great, but without a clear system in place, it's just a wish. Instead, build a system that makes weight loss inevitable.
I will exercise 3 times a week, eat whole foods, and drink more water.
The same goes for any habit. If you want to become a writer, don't just set a goal to write a book. Create a system where you write 300 words every morning. Success isn't about setting goals. It's about building daily systems that make your goals a natural byproduct. The beauty of systems is that they remove the pressure of achievement and focus on consistency instead. If your goal is to be fit, but you only focus on the number on the scale, you'll feel discouraged when progress is slow. But if your system is simply to exercise 3 times a week, every session is a win, whether you see results immediately or not. Systems also help eliminate decision fatigue. When you have a structured plan, you don't waste time wondering what to do next. Instead of relying on motivation, you create an environment where success happens automatically. Action step. Design systems that make success automatic. Smash that subscribe button now.
Consider it your first tiny habit.
Or else I'm stealing your snacks.